Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is John with Addicted to Fishing. Today we're going to have a little bit longer video. So if you don't like longer videos, you may not want to sit through this whole video. Those of you that do like the little bit longer videos, this is going to be a good one for you. I had somebody message me on one of my socials and asked me to kind of go through my backpack and show you guys what I'm actually carrying here in Ohio in the month of November. So we're going to dive right into it. I was cleaning out the bag, getting ready for stuff to go out to fish the ponds tomorrow. So I thought, what better time than now to do it. The soft baits, we've got a few more in the backpack, but this is the main compartment. I'm still kind of dwindling through some of this, but let's kind of jump right into it. Probably my go-to, there's two baits right now that are my strong go-tos for the month of November, and that are like your paddle-tail swim baits, these little dippers, little spankies, just a wide variety of different colors. I'm not going to go through every little color, but you can see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 different colors there. And then my number 2 will be some kind of soft jerk bait. Whether you're just throwing these out weightless, whether you're strolling them, or what you may be doing. The original Fluke. I'm probably not going to take that color tomorrow. Sway Minnow. Little tiny Zoom Super Flukes. D-Man Jerk Shads. These are the center jerk shads. I got a couple packs of them here, so I don't need both of those. Another Zoom and a kind of a natural brown crawl color. Giant Streaks. And then another company that's, I think, may be exclusive to, I think it's called Sportsman's Warehouse. The Lost Creek little minnow. You also see there's a another bait randomly thrown in there. But a soft jerk bait is definitely great for this time of the year. Sticking along the lines of the swim baits, the old Hazadong. I'll throw those in. A couple different colors of the Spark Shad in the 3-inch. Definitely got to have those in my bag. Let's go in a little side compartment. In that side compartment is also my bite powder. I will carry along the 4-inch Spark Shad 2. I've been tossing around some panoramas. I'm probably not going to take them tomorrow. And then I have all scented up, ready to go. You can't really see them in there, but these are a Hellgrammite that I've already got scent on them. But I am keeping those in there. They have still been generating some bites. Of course, I got a miscellaneous bag of little swim baits that I have pulled off. What else did I have? Power Stingers, Chatter Spikes, and some Zaccos for chatterbait trailers. That's last but not least is these little like spider grubs. Yamamoto calls them the double tail hula grub. Something that I want to fish really slow. But that takes care of my main big pocket. I will put in these guys this time too, these little power baits. Probably pick out a couple other colors of the Hazadong. Like I'm going to take these But in reality, that's going to make up the main soft bait compartment in my bag. That's this big compartment up top. And I want to throw these miscellaneous bags. I do have another miscellaneous bag, and I went over this in another video where I'm just kind of got a hodgepodge of, you know, some different baits that I've caught untied and haven't put back in the regular containers. Part of that, what do you do when you know, how are you organizing to keep it organized mid-season, late season, whatever. On the micro side, you know, I'm keeping a various amount of different little micro. These are the Lake Fork. It just says trophy lures. But these are like the little Zaccos, some little paddle tails, some little shad fries. Keeping my micro baits. And while I'm going through these compartments, I'm definitely pulling out some of the stuff that I know I'm not going to use. You know, some of the duplicates that I have. But again, I'm trying to lighten my load. I will be doing some walking tomorrow. That's in a small side compartment. And another side compartment, we're going to switch over to some of the hard baits now. And I'm pulling these straight out of my bag. Some of these I'm definitely going to thin down. This is where you start getting your serious amount of weight. I do have a fire crawl. 1, 2, at least 2 different fire crawls. I'm going to whittle this down to one of them. I'm going to keep the red. That's a jackhammer, or no, yeah, that one's a jackhammer. A white with a kind of a pink. These were a white Zacco that I used to spin on that I've now returned. Oh, that's just a regular spinner bait. Chatterbaits. Chatterbait. Chatterbait. Some bluegill colored spinner baits. And that's pretty much gonna do me for my chatterbaits slash spinnerbaits. Now I am going to keep a more natural green pumpkin one in there. But I do tend to keep quite a bit more baits than I intend to ever throw. But if you're a tackle junkie and you're going out and you're not quite sure what they're going to want to eat this day on that particular day, you end up carrying a lot more. I do have a glide bait, some different heads, swim bait hooks, things of that nature. Some little belly weighted, so if I want to go weedless. Right now the underspin's been pretty hot. I got some flashy swimmers, some more pre-rigged up baits ready to go. You can see I'm trying to go through these pockets pretty fast so I don't drag this out. This other side, these will probably be things I don't need anymore. A bunch of Senkos. I'm not going to throw a Senko. Not going to wacky rig anything tomorrow. Another little crankbait that I had in the bag. Alright, now into the hard baits. I got 4 little 3600 size boxes that I carry. These two you've pretty much seen already, so I don't need to really go through them. I showed these in my tackle storage. These are my Cast King boxes. One of them's got my all my swim bait stuff. The other one's my little terminal tackle box. I did go through my terminal tackle box and to make things easier on myself to pull stuff out, I put things in little bags. You know, like if I need something, I can pull these little hooks out. These are my like little drop shot, wacky rig style hooks. The cord tackle, Ozark rigs, things like of that nature. Like I said, I don't really think I need to pull all those out. Okay, on the full size baits, you know, the Buka bull shad, and then mainly all the rest of them are lipless. You know, a wide variety of different lipless cranks there are. A couple shallow diving cranks, a couple of the wake baits, or the -1s or whatever they call them. And you'll see it's a lot of natural colors. There are some chartreuses or fire tigers in there. The other box that I keep, most of this I will not throw, so I'm just going to pull out probably a couple lures out of here. Mainly what I'm going to be pulling out are these little Berkley finishers. These are going to be dynamite this time of the year. Let's see what else I might have. Might keep my little mini glides. And definitely, you know, and I've got a handful of them too. The more micro-sized lipless, you know, a variety of them. That little mini clutch has been good for me. But there's a handful of different, you know, little jerk baits. It's not quite full jerk bait time for me yet. I haven't really committed fully to the jerk bait. These are definitely some micro lures. You know, little square bills. Another little lipless. The little square bills. You know, especially just depending on where I'm fishing. You know, some of these guys I got to use them because I'm fishing around a lot of rock. And the bait fish are still really, really small this time of the year for me. But the main bait that I'm probably going to pull out of this box and not even carry it will be these Berkley finishers. I have one in, I think, what they call French Pearl. One on like a blue back with the orange belly, chrome side. And then one in their Fire Tiger. That Berkley finisher is a cool little bait. I'll go into a video on that, how I'm fishing it, and why I fish it. It's a great, great, great little bait. Other than that, what I do like to do, and I was using my black totes that I have to keep one of them in for backup tackle. Just have another box, but it's got, you know, in case I get to where I'm going and I notice I need a different color. There's some more lipless. All of my drop shot wacky stuff, you know, the if you will, the one I call the reverse drop shot, which is just, it's more Carolina rig. But I got my nail weights in here. Got all that kind of good stuff in there. The nail weights I'm just using. I'm not Neko rigging anything right now. It's all for the strolling. A box full of swim bait hooks. No swim bait heads, but just the different hooks. I got enough heads in my other box. And then all my Texas rig stuff, which I'm not going to be taking this box at all, because I won't be throwing anything on a Texas rig tomorrow. Neither will I with my weighted box. But then inside that too, another swim bait, the Power Bait Nessie. And then the rest of the stuff that I'm carrying is mainly all line. You know, just so if I need to change out some line, I can. But I definitely like utilizing, and let me bring my camera over, another bag. This is just a Cabela's bag. I keep that with some extra baits in it. Sometimes I need that, sometimes I don't need it at all. Sometimes I decide to take it, sometimes I don't. But it really depends, you know, on what's going on. Another bait that I'll start throwing this time of the year, and I don't have any in my box right now. Water's still fairly good temp, so I'm not having to really drop down. Is the hair jig. I'll throw some hair jigs. I'll probably take some of those. I'm actually thinking about taking some wobble heads. I don't throw the shaky head enough. I've got plenty of shaky head hooks, you know, and I've got some really big hair jigs, but mainly my hair jig of choice is going to be these smaller ones, whether it's the ball head, Arky style, or that minnow style head. And then I've got some micro hair jigs. You know, they're just crappie jigs, but they work great this time of the year. Like I said, my water temp is still warm enough that I'm getting a great reaction bite. So as long as I'm getting that reaction bite, I'm not really slowing down a whole lot on it. Might take a 5-inch glide. This is a Savage Gear. I think they call it the Glide Shine. I'm not sure if I'm going to take any of the big baits. I'm definitely not taking any big soft swim baits other than the Nessie, and that's a soft glide bait. What else may I have missed? There's not much more that I've missed. Other things that I carry in my bag, you know, just in case somebody was really wanting to know what else I have in my bag. Good pair of scissors. Good pair of needle nose. And then just in case I need to, I do have another pair of needle nose, but these are split ring pliers. These, I don't even know. These are Bass Pro Shop. Fairly cheap, but these guys work really good. I do have another pair that I bought at Walmart that I keep at the house. They're really inexpensive and they really work good for me. These guys, when I'm trying to change out a lot of split rings, those guys come in real big and real handy for me. Another bait that I'm going to try out tomorrow, I just recently got it. And I think this is going to be kind of a subsurface bait like the Finisher. Can't tell you anything about it because it's all in Japanese. Literally, there is nothing on here that I can read or understand other than fishing, something tackle. It's 19 grams, I can see that. But I might toss that around. You can see I haven't even taken it out of the package yet. Kind of wrong time of the year that I when I got that to use it. Other than that, you know, I can go through, you know, some more of my little hard bait boxes, but there's really nothing else that I think I need to pull out. Like I said, I'm going to a local pond. There's 4 different ponds to fish. One of them is still fairly weed choked. A couple of them are really good sized ponds. And the lipless crank has been the number 1 bite. The number 2 bite's been the paddle tail swim bait. And believe it or not, the number 3 bite's still been the little Helgermite, whether I'm Carolina rigging it with what I call the reverse drop shot. Yeah, I get it. It is kind of like a Carolina rig. I didn't reinvent anything. I didn't try to do anything. I just wanted to be able to pin the weight without a swivel. If you look at what an actual Carolina rig is, it is definitely a little bit different. But you can call it a Carolina rig. You can call it more like a split shot rig. You can call it whatever you want. I just kind of came up with that just off the, you know, just out of nowhere. And that's where I'm have my hook down on the bottom, and then I'm pulling that teardrop weight, that drop shot weight up, and I use more of those buoyant type baits to pull in behind it. I don't fish a lot of the creature baits on that rig. I do throw some on it, but mainly I'm throwing some little minnows, and mainly the biggest one that I throw on it the most is the Hellgrammite. I'll probably drop shot some tomorrow. We're just going to see what they want. I get to the ponds. I'll start out with what was my big success the trip before, and then work from there. One of the big things you want to do in the month of November, you know, and it's going to be relative to your area of the country that you're in. Your water temperature is going to tell you what you need to throw. Your bait fish profiles in that you find in the water are going to tell you what to throw. Here, I'm still lucky enough that they are really keying in on that reaction bite. And really, when I'm throwing that lipless, I'm not really, you know, slowing it, and I'm not hopping it. Sometimes I'm burning it. Most of the time I'm burning it and then burning pausing, and then I'll kind of not really burn it, but not really slow crank it, kind of just a medium steady retrieve, and it's been smashing. But anyway, guys, we won't try to drag this video out a whole lot longer. I could keep rambling on different stuff. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. Again, those are my baits in November. I would have to say, if I was going to pick just a few baits to take out, definitely some sort of glide bait, a lipless, a paddle tail swim bait, or swim bait in general, square bill, and as the water starts to cool a little bit more, I'm going to switch over to a jerk bait and a jig, and more of these glide baits or the bigger swim baits. So anyway, I hope you liked that video. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. It don't cost anything to subscribe to my channel. Again, these are just my takes on what's been working for me. Just trying to give you guys some honest information. Again, I just pulled up on my tackle bag. I'm not going to tell you this is what I'm fishing and what I'm not. It is what I'm fishing. It's what's still working here in southern Ohio. Again, the water temperature is still warm enough that I can get away with some of these other more power fishing techniques. And that's just what I've been sticking with until that bite slows down. I love the power fish, but at the same time, I really love the finesse fish. So we'll take it as the weeks go on. But anyway, guys, hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe, please. And we'll see you in the next one.